Maliane and the Water Snake. Long ago, in a village nestled between great mountains, lived Maliane, the daughter of a mighty chief. She was kind, strong-willed, and clever, and her only true companion was her loyal dog, Laisela. One day, a mysterious whirlwind swept through the village, carrying whispers of a strange destiny. Maliane felt a force tug at her soul, and before she knew it, she became the whirlwind herself, twisting and soaring across the sky. She landed gently in a vast bed of reeds, far from home. Laisela, who had followed her, growled low. "Be careful, Maliane. Be polite to those you meet. Even the smallest creature may help you." As they walked through the reeds, a tiny talking rat scurried in front of them. "Greetings, traveler," the rat squeaked. "Come with me. You will need my guidance." Maliane, remembering Laisela's warning, bowed her head respectfully and followed the rat. It led her to an old hut, where a frail old woman sat, scratching at her skin. Her body was covered in sores, and she groaned in pain. "Child," the woman rasped, "lick my wounds and I will help you on your journey." Maliane hesitated. The task was repulsive, but she knew kindness and respect were powerful. Taking a deep breath, she bent down and licked the woman's sores. To her amazement, the old woman transformed. Her skin became smooth and her body strong. "You have a good heart," the woman said, "but a journey lies ahead, and you must be prepared." She handed Maliane a potion and instructed her to drink it. At first, Maliane felt sick, but soon she vomited up all the weaknesses in her body. Then the woman took a blade and scarified Maliane's heart, whispering, "This will make your heart strong for what is to come." Maliane, now feeling both lighter and stronger, thanked the woman and continued her journey. Ahead, in the depths of the reeds, waited Monyohe, the water snake, a being of great mystery and power. With Laisela at her side, Maliane stepped cautiously through the swaying reeds. The air grew thick with mist, and the sound of water sloshing against the earth filled her ears. Suddenly the reeds parted, revealing a shimmering lake, its surface so still it looked like polished glass. At the center of the lake, rising from the depths, was Monyohe, the great water snake. His scales shimmered like liquid silver, his emerald eyes glowing with wisdom and danger. His massive body coiled and uncoiled, disturbing the water in slow, hypnotic waves. Maliane felt her heart pound, but she stood firm. She had been warned of Monyohe's power, how he could bewitch those who gazed too long into his eyes. "Who dares enter my waters?" Monyohe's voice rumbled like distant thunder. Maliane took a deep breath. "I am Maliane, daughter of the chief," she said boldly. "I have journeyed far, guided by fate. I seek my destiny." The water snake let out a deep, hissing laugh. "Destiny? Many have come seeking it, but few leave unchanged. Tell me, Maliane, do you fear me?" Laisela growled, his fur bristling, but Maliane did not flinch. "I do not fear you," she said. "I respect your power, but I am prepared." Monyohe's eyes gleamed. "Then prove yourself. Step into my waters." Laisela barked in warning, but Maliane knew hesitation could mean failure. She removed her sandals and stepped into the lake. The water was cold as death, and the moment it touched her skin, she felt a strange force pulling her down. She gasped as her body was dragged beneath the surface. The underwater kingdom, Maliane found herself in a world unlike any she had ever seen. Beneath the lake's surface was a vast, glowing kingdom. Strange fish with human faces swam past, whispering secrets she could not understand. The walls shimmered like pearl, and in the center of it all was a throne made of bones and coral. Monyohe's massive form slithered around her. "You are brave, Maliane, but courage is not enough. To leave my kingdom, you must complete 3 tasks." Maliane nodded. "Tell me what I must do." The first task, the stone egg. Monyohe flicked his tail, and a giant black egg appeared before her. "This egg holds great power," he said, "but it is as heavy as a mountain. You must carry it across the kingdom without breaking it." Maliane bent down, gripping the egg. It was impossibly heavy. Her arms trembled, her knees buckled. How could she move it? Then she remembered the old woman's lesson. Her heart had been made strong. Strength was not just in the body, it was in the mind. She took a deep breath and whispered, I am not alone. At once she felt lightness enter her limbs. The whispers of the fish grew louder, and suddenly the water itself lifted the egg, carrying it with her as she walked. Step by step, she crossed the kingdom. Monyohe's eyes gleamed with approval. You have passed the first task. Now for the second. The second task, the golden calabash. Monyohe led her to a deep cave where a golden calabash floated in midair. Inside this calabash is water from the river of time, he said. Drink from it, and you will see what was, what is, and what will be. But be warned, many lose themselves in the visions. Maliane took the calabash in her hands. The water shimmered like sunlight. She hesitated. What if she saw something terrible? But she had come too far to turn back. She lifted the calabash to her lips and drank. At once her mind exploded with visions. She saw her village and her father's worried face. She saw herself as a child, laughing as her mother braided her hair. She saw a future where she stood as a queen, wise and strong. And then she saw something dark. A shadow loomed over the land. A war, a betrayal, a great loss. Maliane gasped, nearly dropping the calabash. But then she remembered. The future was not yet written. She set the calabash down. I have seen, and I will not fear. Monyohe nodded. You are wiser than most. Now for the final task. The final task. The choice. Monyohe coiled around her, his emerald eyes locking onto hers. Now you must choose, he said. You may return to your village as you are. Or, you may take my power, but remain in the water forever. Maliane's heart pounded. If she took his power, she could become something greater, but she would never see her home again. She closed her eyes. Then she spoke. I choose to return. Power is nothing without purpose. My place is with my people. Monyohe was silent, then he laughed. A deep, powerful sound. You have passed the greatest test of all, he said. Go, Maliane. Your destiny awaits. Return to the village. Maliane felt herself rising through the water, light as air. When she opened her eyes, she was back on the shore. Laisela barked joyfully, licking her face. She was home. When she returned to the village, her father wept with joy. But Maliane was no longer just a chief's daughter. She had seen the future. She had faced the water snake. She was stronger, wiser, a leader. And so she ruled with wisdom, always remembering the lessons of the water. And Monyohe, the great water snake, watched from the depths, smiling.